Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the start of a brand new video, one I'm very excited to share. Today, we're gonna start out with what the last video was supposed to end with. We'll do a first push-up update at the end of the video, but I forgot, so here is your push-up update. Woo! Oh. And there it is. We are almost there, but not quite yet. But my goal by the end of this year is to get my first push-up. We're getting there, but we still got some work to do. Speaking of work, we are about to go all the way up these stairs right here. Oh man, I think it goes all the way up here too. Woo-wee! Yeah, that's a little scary to look at. Happy November, everybody, and welcome to the official start of the video. It is November 1st on the day that I'm filming this, and we're gonna start off the month with a little challenge. Shout out to my girl Haley. She told me about this climb called the Manitou Climb. It's about a mile. She gained about 2,000 feet of elevation, and I wanted to start off today with this hike because today begins the build for my next challenge coming up in 2024. So let's go. So we're about 6,000 and some change feet above sea level right now. So luckily we are kind of used to the elevation because we've been in Colorado for a little minute. But they say if you're not used to the elevation, so be careful. I'm already out of breath just going up those steps. So the way you get here, it's about an hour and 15-minute drive to the parking lot from Denver. We got the dreaded porta potties. Again, you park at a parking lot called the Hiawatha Parking. It's like $1 an hour to park there, and then you can take the shuttle to the base of the incline. When we got on the shuttle driver warned us that we're not wearing the proper clothing to do this hike and that it's slippery or whatever. We're just gonna follow our intuition. I have on they're like they're trail running shoes, so they do have a grip on the bottom. We also have some sneakers here. So we're gonna see how far we get. We're gonna keep it safe, we're gonna keep it cute, but we're gonna try to do our best to get as far up as possible today. Kick off November. Happy November. Almost forgot to start our watches. If the watch doesn't get it, it doesn't count. You didn't do it. Let's get these watches started. I haven't done the hiking one in a long time. Hiking. All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's go. Excuse my heavy breathing. We're about 1 minute in. My next challenge, I will talk more about that later in the video. It does not involve climbing, but I flew with this girl a couple days ago and she told me about it and I was like, that sounds right up my alley. Whew. Apparently Olympians, people training for hard things, come up here and test themselves. So that's what we're doing today. Please make sure you're used to the altitude. Whew. But there is ice, as you can see. We did get a snowstorm a couple days ago. My car got stuck in the snow and somebody had to come help dig it out, and slid on ice all the way to work the other day. So that was my first real snow experience in Colorado. My heart is pounding right now, but here we are. Not too much to go, right? This is less than a mile, remember that. Made it to 500 steps. Not even on the most remote trail will you be able to escape hot. These look like Takis, don't you think? Hot Cheetos or Takis. I think they're hot Takis. Y'all really just do the most. Onward. Just made it to 900 stairs. Let's go. Let's go. So a fox just popped up right here. And now there's another fox back there. I've never seen it. Oh, it just disappeared. Never seen a fox in real life. It's coming towards us. Okay. Pull off right to the side where it's nice and dry. What do you think is following us? I don't know. I don't want to get scared off because of a fox, but I don't want to mess with Mother Nature. I don't want to mess with this fox. It's about the size of my poodle who passed away. Shout out to Jill, rest her soul. Oh God, it's coming. Okay, gotta go. Officially over halfway there. I would consider myself to be someone who's, you know, sort of in shape, but my heart is pounding right now. This is really hard. I would suggest, you know, getting moving maybe a couple months before you decide to do this so it's not as hard. And I think the altitude definitely makes it harder, but we're taking our time, handful of stairs at a time, taking a break, water, and enjoying the view. There's the highway. There's around where we came from in the parking lot. We are about a third of a mile from the top. This is very challenging. We're gonna make it. Almost there. Ready? Let's go. Stair number 1600. 1600. All right, update from almost at the 1800 stair marker. The further you go up, obviously the steeper it gets and the slower it gets going up these stairs. We probably just did like, I don't know, 30 stairs and it felt like 100. I was like, surely we're at the 2000 by now. No, we're still at 1800, but we are almost at the top. We're almost there. Somebody just slid and fell, so be careful. Definitely wear hiking shoes up here or get like the spikes to put on your shoes if you come in the winter time like us, or fall. Is it fall or winter? Oh, it's the winter. It's fall, but Colorado. Okay, just kidding. It's fall. I bet Colorado winter is like everything would be covered in snow. But just giving you a little update. We are still alive. We have not seen any more foxes. Lots of chipmunks. There's definitely a good amount of people here, but it's not too crowded. And everybody is struggling. Even these people I see with really muscular thighs, they're struggling too. So just take your time. We're taking our time. Almost to the top. 1900 down. 2000. And I can smell the top. Let's go. We are steps away from the top. 2768, I think is what the stair says. We made it. All right, crossing. There's not even make it all the way to the top. Thank you. You did it. Yay!
You did it.
You did it. From all the way down from the parking lot. Well, we made it. It was tough. It was treacherous, but we made it. 2,768 steps, 2,000 feet of elevation gain, all the way up Manitou climb. I'm gonna be honest, it was hard, but I didn't need to take a lot of breaks. My breathing felt really good. I think it's because I've been training here in Colorado for 7 months. going into the 8th month, and I felt good. Legs felt good, body felt good, breathing felt good. Would definitely recommend if you are in shape. If you're not in shape, it's okay. It'll just take you a little longer, take your time. It'd probably take you 3 hours to get up here if you're not in shape. But I would definitely, number one thing, recommend getting adjusted to the altitude before you try to do it, because you don't want to hurt yourself. But we did it. I'm gonna take this trail down. Now it is time to get down this trail and get something to eat. All right, so we just tried to go down Bear Trail to take the easier way, quote unquote easier way down, so that we wouldn't have to take the same stairs down that we just hiked up, but there's no signs. That's the thing I'm realizing about Colorado. Y'all don't have signs anywhere. So it was giving, we're gonna be lost in the woods in the night with no phone signal. So we turned around, came back, found the stairs again. We're just gonna have to walk down the stairs. I ain't walking through the woods. The sun's about to set too in like an hour and a half, so we gotta get going.
6.5 hours later.
Made it back. And you know it's real because the dreaded porta potties are here to greet us. Would not recommend going down Baird Trail. There's no signage. The trail disappears into like the literal woods / mountains. Time to get something to eat. As you can see, it is about 8:42, almost 9 o'clock right now. I thought it was gonna take us like 3 hours round trip, but it ended up taking us like 6 hours. So definitely make it an all-day trip if you're going, especially for the first time. But that was definitely something I want to do again very soon. Very challenging, but I'm really proud of how I felt doing such a challenging hike. But it's late. I got a meal prep because it's the first of the month and the rent is due. Which is exactly why I am working more hours this month than I have ever worked before in my whole, well, more flight hours than I have ever worked since I've started this job. I know I've said that before, but I'm saying it again because I have stepped it up once again with the amount of flight hours that I'm working. This is by far the most I've ever worked in 9 years, in the whole time I've been a flight attendant. And the way I'm doing that is working high time trips. Now, if you watched the last video, you know that I said I would ideally love to do 2-day trips. That would be my ideal situation. And that's exactly what I got for this month. I got high time 2-day trips, and I even picked up one fun trip, 3-day trip, which we'll get into eventually, but that's the only way to do it. High time, that way I can still have at least a few days off, still live my personal life, get this rent money. So yeah, we'll talk a little bit more details later, but high time, we got 3 legs today. I'm on leg 1 of 3 right now. I am the lead for this trip as usual, and I just need y'all to pray for me because that hike, I feel good. My body's a little bit sore, but I can already tell I'm gonna be tired. I didn't get quite enough sleep. So y'all pray for me and we will talk later. Update, I'm gonna take a nap in this row of seats right here. I am tired. Did not sleep enough last night, and we have like 40 minutes till boarding, so now is the time. I'm in San Jose. See y'all when I get to Denver. All right, I am back. Survived the flight. It wasn't bad. None of my flights have been bad today. I'm just tired. And if you want an update on how my thighs are feeling, they are very, very sore. The longer this day goes on, the more sore they get. But right now, I have like almost 3 hours until my next flight. So I'm going to try and get a badge for the better parking lot, the better employee parking lot that's closer, so that I can save some time with my drive to work so I don't have to leave so early. So wish me luck. Third flight of the day, I did handle my business, got that taken care of. So in the near future, your girl will be parking much, much closer to the airport and saving so much time. But whoop, not my bag about to fall over. All right, one last flight. We're going from Denver to Wichita right now. Short flight, like less than 2 hours. Morning, everybody. Been a bad vlogger. When I got in last night, I'm in Wichita. When I got in last night, didn't vlog. went straight to bed. Right now I'm headed, I want to find some ice, but I don't know if I'll be able to find some. Oh, there it is. Morning once again. Got my silverware and some breakfast here. So last night I got in and I was very tired, and if you want an update on my legs today, they are still very sore. My quads, my calves in particular, are just smoked. So I just wanted to lay down as long as I could. I managed to lay down for about 8 hours. I was hoping more healing would take place overnight, but still very sore. I might be 5% better, or at least that's how I feel. Hopefully I'm actually a lot better than that, but the thing about this job is it's not very good for healing. It doesn't really aid in healing too much. So the last thing you really want to do after climbing over 2,000 stairs is be on a plane for 2 days. So probably not the best idea to do it the day before, but when I get home, I'm definitely going to take myself a bath filled with Epsom salt. But till then, have some breakfast. Cheers. Good breakfast at the hotel in Wichita. I didn't get any footage of the room. I will show y'all the room next time, I promise. I definitely want to come back because it looks really cute outside and the hotel's really cute. But I'm gonna eat this food. I will talk to y'all in a bit. Just a little update. Sorry the lighting is so bad. Major update for y'all. So I am still in Denver. It's been over 5 hours, almost 6 hours since I landed here. I went to the crew room, I put my feet up, tried to relax, I ate a sandwich, peanut butter and jelly, of course. And I waited. And then when it was time for me to go to my gate for my next flight, which should have been 2 hours ago, it was delayed on go home day. It was delayed. So long story short, because of the delay, we weren't gonna make our next flight because we were supposed to do Wichita, Denver, Austin back to Denver. So we weren't gonna be able to catch the flight from Austin back to Denver tonight. So they had us laying over in Austin, which I don't want. I only have 2 days off. I don't wanna lay over anywhere. I wanna go home. So long story short, I'm gonna fly back tonight. So I'm gonna have 4 flights today. Not ideal at all. I'm gonna take the last flight from Houston back to Denver so that I can just get home today. Because I don't want to eat into any more of my own personal time. It's crazy. So my plane just pulled up that we're gonna work to Austin. So I'm going to probably save this sandwich for my deadhead and eat it. I've still got 1 portion of overnight oats and I've got some soup with me. So yeah, I just needed 1 more meal just to make sure that I eat enough today. And what else? Getting home tonight, that's the plan. So I will give y'all some updates in a few minutes. I'm about to get on this flight. Should be an easy flight to Austin. It's less than 2 hours, so y'all pray for me. We'll debrief when I get home, but long story short, I made it to my deadhead, barely.
Hello, John Scott speaking. Welcome to Denver. Gate 41 is our arrival gate. We're here 25 minutes early. It's been a pleasure.
What a day. Y'all, it is 1:47 in the morning and I'm home and I'm clean and it has been a crazy day. I don't even know where I last really updated y'all and left off. I feel like I was still in Denver. The itinerary for today originally was Wichita to Denver, Denver to Austin, Austin back to Denver. So they ended up changing our trip to have us work the flight to Austin, then work a flight from Austin to Houston, and then they had us laying over until tomorrow afternoon. And we were like, no. We requested to just go home as soon as possible. So I noticed that there was a flight from Houston back to Denver at like 9:37, and it only gave us like a 45 minute connection time between our flight back and that flight back to Denver, or our flight. It only gave us a 45 minute connection time, but I only have 2 days off and I did not want to be stuck in Houston for basically all day tomorrow and like waste my whole entire day tomorrow. So we were able to get on the flight at 9:30 back to Denver, and I just closed my eyes the whole flight. I didn't listen to music. I didn't do anything. I just laid there. It was freezing cold. I like got my jacket out of the overhead bin and put on my jacket, put my hood on, and just like sat there like this. I got home about an hour ago. This is definitely my biggest concern when I'm thinking about training for anything, because there's like a 50% chance that I won't get back home when I'm supposed to, whether it's because I'm late or because I get stuck somewhere and don't get home until the next day, or it could even be multiple days. But you know, I plan my best workouts obviously when I'm home, and I do what I can on my layovers, and when I don't get home when I'm supposed to, it throws everything off. I have to, you know, things have to change. I have to rethink what I'm doing. So that's my biggest concern. I'm gonna have to really be creative, especially with the holidays coming up. This is only happen more frequently. I mean, I don't want to speak that, but historically this is only gonna happen more frequently in the next coming month. So I'm just gonna have to really figure out how to creatively get my workouts in and make sure that I'm resting enough. If you want an update on my legs, my thighs, my legs still are very sore. If you hear something in the background, that's the bath running. I'm literally about to take a bath right now at 1:51 in the morning. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to soak for a little bit and then get in the bed. God only knows what time I'll get up in the morning. I was planning on getting up really early tomorrow morning and hitting the ground running, but it's already tomorrow morning. So I'm going to sleep and let my body get some rest and heal and just see what I can do with the time I have tomorrow. It just really sucks when this kind of thing happens going into your days off, because there's nothing I can do about it. Like if I get stuck somewhere and I'm supposed to be off the next day, like they're gonna get me home, but my day is still gone. And that's my biggest, probably the thing I dislike the most about this job, is how much of my own personal time is just wiped away so often just because of the nature of the job. So pretty annoying, but this day turned out really good. I'm so glad I didn't have to spend the night in Houston. I'm glad I'm finally home. I'm gonna get to sleep in my bed, and I'm gonna go soak in the bath and do that. But I will see y'all in the morning. Hopefully my legs are feeling a lot more healed in the morning. So good night. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the next day. Feeling significantly better, still pretty sore. It seems like when I wake up in the morning, I feel the best as soon as I wake up, and then as soon as I like sit down for a minute or go on about my day a couple hours in, I'm like, damn, I'm really kind of sore again, but still very sore. My original plan for this week was to go for a run today, but I don't think that's a good idea because my legs are still really, really sore. But today is a very special day, and I'll give you a clue why. There she is. Fish tank. She's been thriving. I've tested the water several times and it's doing good. I've had the fish tank now for almost 2 weeks. Still need to get a bubbler for this. This clam is supposed to like brew. It's supposed to like bubble, but apparently I need to buy something extra that goes on this end. The plants are doing really well. This one, I don't know, like these leaves are starting to be like are clear. I don't know if it was like that when I first got it. So I don't know about this plant, how this one's doing, but these ones look the same. This one's doing good. This one's doing really good. This is the clue about today and why today is a very, very special day. But let's get this workout in first. All right, so the day got started a little later than I thought, later than I hoped, but the important thing is we're home. And if things had taken a turn for the worse yesterday, I would have just gotten home a couple hours ago. So here we are, workout done, food eaten, and we are officially 1 minute away from picking up my babies. So excited. I hope they have a good variety of fish today. I decided what kind of fish I want to get. I know some of y'all left suggestions in the comment section of the last video. I decided to go with mollies and platies. So that's what I'm looking for today. We're gonna go to this fish store called Aquatic Dog in Denver. I wanted to go to like an actual fish store. They have dogs and they have fish there. And that's it, right? I think they might have like reptiles too. I don't know. But it's not like PetSmart or Petco, no shade, but want to get some fish that are well taken care of and healthy. Oh. So yeah, let's go get these fish. Fingers crossed. Ooh. got the goods. Oh my goodness. It's real now. There's no turning back. So we got some. I can feel them moving around. Don't be scared now. Bless their hearts. Let's get these babies home. Put them in their new home. Look who's here. Home. Whoop. Home at last. We got some mollies and some platties. Getting ready to introduce them to the tank. And we got the food too. First things first, I gotta take the lid off real quick. How easy is that gonna be? I don't know. Oh. Can you help me with this? Oh. According to YouTube University, what you do is place the fish in the bag in the tank for about 30 minutes, let them get used to the temperature, and just, I'm gonna do the last one. Okay, just gonna leave them in there for about 30 minutes, let the water in the bag get up to temperature, let them kind of get used to being in the tank, and we're gonna take them out the bag, put them in the tank, but we're not gonna let any of the tank or any of the water from the pet store get into the tank. So it has begun. Okay, so just finished watching one more video just for a little insurance about how to introduce the fish to the tank. I'm gonna do it now. All right, so I'm gonna put them in this net right here. These ones first because they are very still, and I want them to be. Ooh, their fish are pooping so bad right now. I think they're nervous.
You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Here we go. Here goes nothing.
Good job, good job, good job. Yes.
Just like that. Woo! There they go.
Wow, look at that. First two free.
First two free. How y'all feeling? All right.
Second setup.
Number two, here we go. These ones have been pooping so bad. Get in there. Oh, they're jumping.
You got it. Good job.
Ooh.
Oh, they just
read them.
Look at that.
Y'all, why y'all all going on one side? That's weird. Okay.
So cute. Aw.
Why are they all on one side?
They're having a meeting. Oh. Ooh, not the light went out.
What time is it? Oh, it's 6. So it does work. The timer works. That's good to know.
Right, ready? Ready.
I almost poured them in the bucket. Oh my God.
Okay.
Get in there. Okay. Did that. They're all on one side of the tank for some reason. Okay. I'm going to put the lid back on. I do have a light for the fish tank, but the timer just went off because it's 6 o'clock. So now we know the timer works. I don't want to turn the light on. I don't want to fiddle with like the plugs and everything back here because it's just been a hassle, but I'll give y'all a better view of the fish in the morning. But they all seem to like being on this side near this plant in particular. They seem to be calming down. I hope they'll be all right. I'm not gonna feed them today. I feel like they already got fed at the pet store. But yeah, this one's pretty brave. Ventured over to the other side. I'll give y'all a better view in the morning. It's hard to see right now. I'm just using my phone light. But yeah, y'all. Fish are here. We're gonna eat some dinner. I'll give you an update in the morning. We did it. Look, this one's venturing over. They do. I might have to get another one of these plants. Oh, they're getting comfy. That's cute. See y'all in the morning. Good night.
Good night.
Tomorrow.
Good news. Everybody survived the night. They all gathered in this corner. They're all gathered by Squidward's house this morning. So now I'm gonna feed them. They look hungry. This is the food that was recommended at the fish store. Extreme Aquatic Foods Community Crave. So we're gonna see if they like it. This is what the food looks like. It's like a flake food. Good morning. How much to feed them? They're not even looking. This one's eating some rocks off of Squidward's house. Y'all not see that? These ones are smart right here. Thing 1 and thing 2. Oh, they sent something.
2,000 years later.
Yes, they're doing it. Yay! They figured it out. They're tearing that food up. Yes, they are. Who's gonna discover the piece floating right there? Here we go. Ooh, got it. Another buddy got attacked then. They are being a lot more active now. They were being super quiet earlier. Good news, the timer for the lights definitely works. The lights just popped on. I actually set the timer yesterday before daylight savings, but it's all right. I guess I wanted their lights on to be on from 10 to 6, but I guess they'll be on from 9 to 5, so that's okay. Now everybody is up, they're fed, they're moving and grooving. Look at y'all. Y'all like this mansion I got y'all in? I definitely want to come up with names for the fish. I only have names for one of the fish. This one right here, this black one, is called Nightwing. But other than that, I don't know the names for the other ones. I'm gonna let the names come to me. But yeah, y'all, they seem to like Squidward's house, so I'm really happy about that. They seem to really love this plant, and yeah, I'll just keep observing them. But these are the new babies. It is getting cold, hence why I just got a very important package from REI. Time to get some clothes that I can train in outside. So I picked up a few things on sale, very much on sale. Hopefully they serve me well, but this is another update. It's a couple days later. I actually just got back from a trip last night. It was a very busy trip, but I had the best crew ever. Shout out to Nikki and Lydia. Those are my girls. But I'm back now, got this package, and I want to finally tell you guys what my next challenge is and why training is starting in November. So this is only 2 of the 3 things I ordered, but I got some gloves. These are actually liners that you put inside your other gloves. I went for a run a week ago when it was really cold. The temperature keeps like, I hope I was supposed to do that. The temperature keeps being cold and then hot and then cold and then hot. So I went for a run last week after it had snowed. It was freezing, and I wore my gloves, I wore my warm clothes, and the coldest thing were my hands. So I got these glove liners. They are 50% merino wool, which is super duper warm. So do these fit? They do. Perfect. These are small. Y'all have long fingers, so I don't ever know if stuff's gonna fit. But we also got storage durability Swiftland tight women's tights. So these are for running in colder weather. So hopefully they fit. These are a small. So far the pants have a good review from me. Sometimes I have trouble with these kinds of pants sliding down while I run, but these are staying up on my waist. I'm happy. Anyways, right now, as you can see, it's gloomy, it's wet, it's been raining all day, but y'all know I hate to run on the treadmill, but it was almost gonna be a treadmill day because not only is it wet, it's cold. It's like 35 degrees right now, but I'd rather be out here bundled up than anywhere near a treadmill unless I have to. So here we are. Today is my first run of November. Didn't plan it that way, but that hike really took me out and made me a lot more sore than I thought. But November is the start of me building back my aerobic base. Building aerobic base comes from running slow. That took me a while to figure out because I started running on my own, and it took me like 2 months to be able to run 1 mile continuously. And I ended up talking to this girl who was like, you have to run slow in order to be able to run for longer. You're probably running too fast. So I slowed it down, and lo and behold, not too soon after, I was able to run 1 mile. And then before I knew it, I could string together 2 miles, 3 miles, 10 miles continuously. There's a rabbit. but it all came from running slower. And running slower actually helps you run faster for longer. So November, December, I'm gonna run slow. I'm gonna run consistently for the next 8 to 10 weeks and beyond that. But I've already set my sights on my next challenge, which is 31 weeks from now. And I'm really excited to see how it goes. In 31 weeks, I will be going to a place I've never been to run a 50K ultramarathon. An ultramarathon, as I'm sure many of you know, is a marathon that is beyond the standard marathon distance. So a standard marathon is 26.2 miles, and 50K, which is what I will be running in June of next year, is about 31 miles. So a 50K is usually the first little toe dip into the ultramarathon running scene. And I decided that I wanted to do a 50K because one, I've never done it and I want to push myself. And two, and sorry about the dishwasher running in the background. Two, if you've been watching the channel for a while, you'll remember in April of this year, well, let me back up. November of 2022, I did my first marathon. And in April 2023, I wanted to do another marathon, a trail marathon. The first one was on the road, April of this year, but I didn't really do the training that it took to do the marathon. I was very inconsistent with my running, and I just basically showed up thinking, well, I've done it once before, I'm sure I can do it again, even if I have to hobble across the finish line. And that was the wrong attitude to have. If you watch the video, you know right now I really want to quit. Like, I really want to tap out halfway through. That'll be my opportunity if I want to tap out, and I really, really want to. I was not able to finish the race. I had to tap out at the half marathon point, and I physically could not, and I'm just so out of breath, I feel so out of shape, run anymore. Like, it was so much harder than I thought it was gonna be. And it was very humbling. I was kind of all over the place at that time. I had just finished the marathon, and I was also just starting my swimming journey. I didn't know how to swim, and I had just started learning how to swim. So I was kind of like scattered, focused on swimming the most and just kind of running here and there. And I didn't really respect the marathon distance, and I paid for it. And that's what I get, honestly. So I want to finish what I started and then some. My word for the rest of this year is focus. I want to focus on one thing at a time, and this time I'm going to focus on this goal. I know what I can do when I focus and when I put my all into something and when I dedicate myself to something. I completed my first marathon just training by myself, never even had one single run with another person, just me putting in the work, doing what I needed to do to get myself up to the point where I could run 26.2 miles and cross the finish line. But just because I did it once doesn't mean I can just show up and do it again. The marathon distance is, you know, something that people talk about for a reason. It's a long way and you have to train for it. I know running a marathon without training, that's been like a trending video on YouTube for years. I don't know why anyone would want to watch that, much less want to do it. And I've got to kind of side eye those videos because I'm like, you did a marathon with no training? I don't believe you. But anyways, this is my A goal for next year. I did the triathlon in October. I kind of took a break, focused on other things, didn't really run that much in October after the triathlon, but I decided that in November I wanted to start back my training again and to work my way towards a goal that I've never accomplished before. So starting out slow, I'm giving myself about 10 weeks to build, to very slowly build my aerobic base back up. The race itself is 31 weeks from now. That's a lot of time, but I'm going to be training and having my eye on the prize and my mind on that goal the whole 31 weeks. I'm not going to be trying to do a bunch of other different things. Now, after I accomplish this goal, then we can talk about the next thing. But for now, just focus on the 50K. My plan for the rest of this month is to get 40 miles in November. Now, that's not a ton. I know most of you watching this, y'all probably run 40 miles in a week, but I'm going to start off slow and run 40 miles in November, then step it up a little bit in December, and then keep on stepping it up and up and up as we get closer to the race, and then finally taper off right before the race. So we got a long way to go. By now, I finally know the value of going slow, of taking your time, and staying focused on one thing. I will still be swimming in the background, but that's not my primary focus. The reason I definitely need to keep swimming is because one, I need to improve, and two, I don't want to take too much time away from swimming and then be afraid of the water again, because I know that'll happen if I stay out of the water for, let's say, say a month, 2 months, 3 months, I'm still gonna keep swimming. So that will still be going on in the background, but my goal for this race is to not only finish, but to finish strong. I really wanna finish strong. I don't wanna hobble across the finish line. I don't wanna barely make it. I don't wanna have to walk across the finish line. Like, I want to run across that finish line feeling like $1,000,000. Now, I know it's gonna be hard, but I believe that if I focus on my running and incorporate enough strength training into my plan, which I didn't really do the first time, which I think is why I was hurting so bad after the first marathon. Strength training, running is gonna help me to be strong and to be able to endure those 50 Ks. So that is the goal for next year. I'm about 13 miles into my 40-mile goal for November. So wish me luck. Follow me on Instagram for all the behind the scenes tea. Please pray for the fish. And that's it, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and get this video edited up for your viewing pleasure. I hope y'all could take me seriously in my cheetah onesie. I'm feeling real cozy right now. And I'm gonna go on with the rest of my day. I'm gonna get ready to go to work. So if you are still watching the video all the way to the end, first of all, you are the realest of the real, and I appreciate you. Thank you so much. If you're still here and you're watching the video all the way to the end, I want you to leave the fish emoji. I personally like the whale emoji with like it's blowing it like water out of the bowl. Leave the fish emoji, and I want you to leave the person running emoji. That's it. If you never comment, you never say anything, I want you to leave those 2 emojis. Also, John, if you're watching this, happy birthday again. And thank you so much for watching. I hope that you all are thinking of some things that you want to do for next year. We still got plenty of this year left though, so we got time, and I can't wait to share this journey of getting my butt to that start line strong and capable of doing what I set out to do. And yeah, this journey of life. See you in the next video very soon. Y'all take very good care of yourselves. It is the most important thing you can ever do in your whole entire life. And one more thing, if you're still watching the video, you know exactly what to do. Okay, just do it, and I will see y'all very soon with another video. Bye.